So, the piece begins very simply with a man sitting at a table center stage. And when I say sitting, I mean that his feet and legs and pelvis are all positioned like yours are now, sitting in the chair. But his torso and arms and head are all slumped over on the table, very still. So, it makes for a pretty dramatic opening image, to start with a guy slumped over dead at a table. This opening image really is dramatic, in the truest sense of the word drama, because he's just pretending to be dead. Well, because this is a performance. He wouldn't really be dead. We'll just have to assume what we normally assume in the theater and move on. Did I say it was a man? Because, actually, it's not a man. Her name is Hillary, and she's dressed in a man's suit to give her the illusion of being a man. Same with all these other fellows. Nina, Valerie, Gianna, and, somewhat ironically, Al. They're also pretending to be dead. And this is Lizzie. But she's actually a little early for her cue. So, Lizzie, everyone, if we could reset and take it from the beginning of the chair phrase. Thanks. Lizzie, it's still a little too early for your big death scene. That's actually in the next section. So, everyone, if we could just go ahead and pick up where we left off. So, the TV show opens very simply with a close-up of a young woman's face, centered in the frame. She's dead. Well, she looks dead. And judging by her surroundings, she must have been murdered. We want to see the bad guy who did this get caught. We tell ourselves that's the whole reason for the hour-long show, to see the bad guy get caught. But really, we want to see that dead body. It's not enough for us just to be told there's been a murder. The TV producers could do that with simple text. We want to see her dead body, and we want the details of her violent death. But, of course, it's not real violence or real death. It's all for show. She's just pretending to be dead, or pretending to be dying. Well, because this is a TV show. She wouldn't really be dead. In fact, there's a whole army of people working to make her deadness convincing. But it's all pretend, and you know this, and that is why you are not concerned. But if she wasn't just pretending to be dead, or pretending to be dying, If there really was something wrong, one of you would do something about it, right? One of you would call an ambulance, or maybe even the police. Or one of you would go up to her, ask her if she was okay, or check her vital signs, or give her CPR, or do something, because she's dying right in front of you. You're not going to just sit there and do nothing, are you? The news story opens very simply with a live shot of what we can only assume is some far-away war zone. The image is unclear because of all the dust. Or is it smoke? Or maybe tear gas? But it is possible to make out the forms of around 50 people, 50 human beings, their bodies draped, slumped, and laying across the ground, unmoving, pretending to be dead.